Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Nvda, AMD, and Tesla. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So guys, we'll go to the daily chart on Nvidia, 18 million on a day, a little bit light, a little bit up after hours, but down $2.12. So not the best showing today, but not the worst. We're trying to hold this upper area here and these lower pivots at 142.10, which we are. This was a little bit weaker close, but let's see if we can pop up on Monday. Probably light volume the day before 4th of July, and maybe get back above here and start making a run for the 750, then the all-time high. So if it stays down in this area, then we're most likely going to set up to go a little more downside here. 50 MA will be the first support with the gap fill right around 133.06. And then you got another area around 120, gap window, then gap fill right around 103, 104 area. So right now, though, guys, nothing wrong. Still above the 50 and the 200 MA in a strong stance, but slightly bearish up here at the top here with this inside bar red candle. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly, same thing, but you had a little tails on the weekly telling us this thing wants a little more downside. I still think we get a little higher, maybe. It's got to come up to the 168.50, the all-time high, and then crack through. This is still bullish, still above the 20, the 50, and the 200 MA on the weekly, but a little stretched. 120, I think my target is right now, but let's see what happens. But great little tail here, came right in, followed through. We closed on top of this topping tail. Let's see if we get some follow through next week. That will be very important. First step if you're bearish. If you're bullish, you want this thing to click over and go straight up, shoot for the 750 retrace, all-time high. Then, like I said, you're looking at 175 to 180 area on Nvidia. Monthly chart though, guys, nice tail candle on here. Let's see if we get a retrace and then maybe more downside. The only way this tail is going to fail if we close above the 168.76 area or 168.50 area. So let's see what happens next month. See if we grind up higher, or do we actually start possibly moving down a little bit more. Monthly, yeah, this is interesting, guys. Nvidia. So we had a pretty good volume on the month, and let's see what July brings us on this one. AMD, another little weak horse today. Let's go to the daily. Gosh, guys, perfect. You couldn't ask for a better pullback off a gap fill, little double top here, right to it, came right back in, right to the 20 MA. Now it closed below. That could be a little head fake, so watch out. Maybe we get a little bounce next week. Still have a gap fill going on the way up, so let's watch for that. If not, you have some gaps to fill on the way down, and then the 200 MA down here. You're back in this channel again, guys. Another head fake, right back down. Head fake, right back down. Head fake, right back down. A lot of times this will want to do this 4 or 5 times. This will be the 4th head fake right here. Sometimes that will want lower prices to come. That area cracks, 200 MA, next support. Next area would be double bottom around $10. So, gosh, another great short here, guys. I'm not trading this one right now. I'm in a lot of other positions, but this has been a great trading stock. So if you've been listening to my videos, you knew this was great resistance areas. You could have taken this one short for a couple days, so hope you did. All right, let's go into the weekly. Weekly chart, same thing. What do we talk about? Talk about this big red bar that it closed above that. I was like, wow, this thing's pretty bullish. This thing looks like it wants to go. Great volume. Case scenarios, it grinds up, gets through the double top, and goes to the 1625 area, 1622 area. Worst case scenario, comes right back down, closes below the 20 MA. Ugly close. It wasn't a full engulfing candle, but at least 60%, probably 65%. And we get more follow through on Monday, which the market's going to be asleep. I might not even be here, guys, so we're going to see about that. But comes right back down. You got the trend line, stuff like that. But if we get follow through on the weekly, guys, I think we're heading for lower prices on AMD. I've been saying 847, 943. I still have an area. Gosh, I'm going to say 750 to $7. If this pattern plays out and this thing starts coming in, I mean, you can even go right to the 200 MA. I know you guys don't want to hear it, but that's just the way it is. But upside, I have 1777 and then 2065, and then we'll take it from there. And those are high pivots and possibly a gap fill up in here, a gap window. So watch out for that. But right now with this reversal, guys, you better hope bulls. It needs to reverse right back up and continue going. If you get followed through to the downside on the weekly, you will have lower prices to come. I have 388. That might have been from a while ago though. But yeah, you have pivots up in here. And then you have areas up in this, I got 23 bucks too, guys. Either way, but when you start getting a red candle like that inside bar weekly, that's a little ugly in my opinion. Monthly chart too had an inside bar, bullish pattern though, and it popped up. It went all the way up into this area and then came right back in. Right now we're down and sideways, but still in a bullish manner above the MAs and the 200. So that's what's really holding this as well. Monthly 200 MA. We get below that, which is right at 1020, then we'll definitely be going to the $7.50, $8 level down in here. So, and then if it really starts rumbling, you're looking at $5. So upside again, like I said, you're looking at the 2065, 23, 25. It's got to get through the all-time high. 1622 is a big area. Then the 1777 is a real big area. So then the 20, etc. So still got to get above the last high, which is the 1542 or so. Once it gets above that, then we can see how high this thing can go. If it slips here, then there's some levels of it going down. So just beware. Right now it's kind of in a 50-50 stance, guys, so it could go either way. If the markets are a little weaker, as you can see, these will come down. Markets stronger, these will go up. Markets stay complacent, light volume SPY, and these can just go up or down or kind of do whatever they need to do, basically. So you know what I'm saying with that. All right, AMD, and then let's go into Tesla, another one, guys, that's just up and down, up and down. So let's go to the daily chart. Daily chart, nothing really wrong. Still above the 50 and the 200 MA. Still below the 20 MA, though. So slightly bearish up here. Still above this trend line. So still in a strong stance. Let's see what this little bearish pattern plays out. Bulls, you need to get back above the 20 MA. Fill the gap. All-time high. Then I think you'll go to 400, possibly 425 if it starts going. But you're going to go 405, 410, 415, stuff like that first. So watch for 400. If we crack through that, we should go higher. And that's just going on. Oh my gosh, here it goes. You better get in Tesla. So, but we'll be watching. If you are not short, this is the area, right? I mean, even up here, guys, this is the area you want to start getting interested in. This bearish pattern starts to play out. See if we get below this trend line, 50 MA, etc., etc. I still think we get back to the 200 MA. Most targets are the 200 MA, guys, or when the Trump rally began in November, right here. I still think, I'm telling you guys, these are just out of control rallies right now. This one, it's Tesla, maybe 300, but 257 I have in the cards if this really starts giving it up. We are going into earnings in July, August with all these stocks, so it's going to be a real interesting earnings season, in my opinion. But the daily, guys, still okay. Still starting to chop around sideways. And let's see what next week gives us. Weekly chart, weekly close, a little bit ugly. We had a nice reversal candle, almost wiped out 2 weeks of gains in 1 week. Let's see if we get follow through, guys. Here's that trend line. Let's see if we get back into this channel. Next, gosh, you got a level around 337. Then you got this support around 324. This will end up curling up too. But right now, it looks like we have 335 or so in that area. See if that holds up. If this clicks over, it comes right back in. Usually targets 20 MA, which is at 306. But again, we'll see. Nice move up, and then look, they're just gonna. I hope they don't take it right down. That's just bogus. But we'll watch for this, and then sideways bearish, and then more downside. Or let's see if we just reverse right up. Let's see what it does next on Monday. Probably just chop. But let's see what it gives us there. And then, of course, July is 4th is Tuesday. That will be off. And then we'll see what we get Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on these. That will tell us, again, that's going to tell us a little bit more as a technical trader, guys. Monthly chart on Tesla, though, a little bit extended from the 20. That's at 240. So, not a good, a little bit of a tail, not the best. Let's see what it brings us next month. Does it retrace, or does it start to just kind of slowly come back into reality that, hey, this thing should be a $250 stock? No, but the bulls, guys, 400. Once if it gets above there, if and when, then you want to see 425, 450. You want to wait for pattern and stuff like that. But you get moves like this straight up, guys, you got to get a little bit of a pullback. I don't care what stock it is. And then maybe you could buy the dip, of course, and then ride it for the next wave up. So, yeah, Tesla, guys, nothing wrong. Back above the MAs. A little stretched on the monthly, though. This is what I call a high flyer, so be careful with that. All right, if you like these videos, guys, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership, and you'll get email alerts, live sessions, trade ideas, a little bit of education, and hopefully a little bit of fun, and you'll learn something here. that's what we're here to do, and hopefully I'm saving some people's butts too and giving them good trades. All right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.